and then I'm going to mute all you in a second. I'm gonna do that now. Okay. So just because there are some new faces on here for me, just a couple, I just want to do a quick introduction of myself, and then we will get started. I'm so excited to share with you today. So for those of you that don't know me, I'm Amanda Walsh. I am a 2-star diamond coach. I am one of Lindsay's personally sponsored, one of her very first coaches. So she and I have really been on this journey together almost from her day one. I probably signed up just a few months after she did. So we've really been on this journey together of building our businesses. So when you hear goal getters and fit warriors, we're almost like one team pretty much. But Lindsay is my upline coach. So all of you are under Lindsay. And if you're one of my coaches or one of my personally sponsored coaches, you're also under me and a part of the Fit Warriors team as well. So we are all part of Goal Getters. And if you're somewhere in my downline, then you're part of Fit Warriors. So I've been a coach for about 2.5 years. I do work full time as well. I'm a director of innovative learning for a school district. So I'm a pretty busy lady as far as work goes, but I'm single. So throw a social dating life in there too. Keeps me pretty busy, but I wouldn't have it any other way right now. So I absolutely love this business and am setting myself up to be able to have the choice to walk away from my full-time job whenever that time comes. I was just talking to Carly about that. You know, I had a goal at one point that, you know, as soon as possible, but the more I think about it, I want it to be that I can make the choice whenever I'm ready. So that, you know, when the time comes that I feel like I have enough financial income to support myself, because I don't have a husband to, you know, to say you can stay home. So when that time comes that I'm able to stay home. And if and when I am blessed to have children, that I will be financially secure and able to just say, I can stay home and not have to have that worry. So really that is my goal financially with this business, but really my goal always from the very beginning and my why is to help people. I always needed that accountability, and so I still need that accountability. So, you know, that is the reason that I have hit Success Club every month for the last like 30 months. So helping at least 3 people every single month is really my goal. So today I am so excited to share Teamzy with you because I'm a director of technology per se. So I'm a very techie person, but when it comes to getting organized online, I've always wanted to be that person that could do that, but could not figure it out. Lindsay was like, work from a list on Google Drive, and I'd have it, and then it just was not working for me. It works for some people, maybe it works for you, but I'd have lists here, I have this binder, I have all of these things. I've tried a lot of different systems to try and figure out how to keep in touch with people and how to keep track of all of that, right? So not that long ago, I guess whenever Super Saturday was, I guess it was April 2nd was Super Saturday, right? So April 1st, I was able to go to a Star Diamond dinner with Michael Neiman from corporate, and one of the other Star Diamonds in Chicago, her name is Allison Thornton, some of you might follow her, she was like, oh my gosh, talking all about Teamzy. And I was like, what's that? Well, I love anything new. Carly explained it well tonight. And I was like, I am. She's like, you're the learner on the team. Like, you are going to be the one that goes and learns the brand new shiny thing and is going to come and teach us. And I'm like, that's so true. I love learning and I learn on my own very well. So, and I'm not afraid to try something new. I'm not afraid to be the first one to do it. So like with my challenge tracker app, I was the first one to go do that and was like, hey, everyone has to do this. So I feel like kind of Teamzy is that same way. So I'm going to be sharing my screen with you in a second. But basically, Teamzy really takes all of our, like the basics, you know, connecting with prospects, connecting with people on Facebook, or it doesn't even have to be on Facebook, wherever you have contact with people. So connecting with contacts, connecting with your customers. That was one thing that I was not consistent with, keeping in touch with my customers when they weren't in my challenge group. So this is making me keep in touch with those people and keep me on their radar. And I've had many of them be like, oh, thank you so much. I'm going to start working out again. And maybe they're going to get another, they're going to get Shakeology now, or they're going to get another program, or, you just keep in touch with them. You're connecting with coaches. Some of you may have gotten recent messages from me. And you're like, whoa, there's coaches now in my downline that I don't know, that I've never met. I don't even know their name, and they're popping up as a coach. And I'm like, I have to go look them up in the back office and be like, okay, who is this? Whose coach is this? And then I'll show you what I do, and I send them a little message. And then inviting. So that's our vital behavior, right, is inviting. So recently, and I'm going to make a video about this, but recently I listened to a podcast by Carl Deichler, actually, about the 4 vital behaviors. And he was talking about invite. It's our number 1 vital behavior, right? And it's the thing that everybody is terrified to do. For whatever reason, we just get, nervous. We send that message and run away from our computer. Well, he explained it so well, and he was like, I want to change that vital behavior. He's like, the word invite still needs to be there. He's like, but I want it to be called attract, connect, invite. And I was like, ding, 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 you are so right, because it is more than just inviting. It is so much more than just inviting, and we all know that. And I feel like Teamzy does that whole connect piece for you. And there's even a little to-do list to remember to do your social media, which is your attracting, right? You're posting daily 3 to 5 times a day on social media to attract people to you. Then you're connecting with them on a daily basis. And then when the time is right and you feel that there is a need, then you invite them to the challenge group, or you invite them to the coaching opportunity. So I freaking love that, and I hope he really does change it. But if not, we're changing it. We're calling it Attract, Connect, Invite. And I'm going to do a whole video on all of the, I'm going to do a video series on the 4 vital behaviors. So I'll talk a little bit more about that. But I feel like Teamzy's helping with that. And then adding people, right, is another piece of our Power Hour. And then that's another piece in Teamzy. So with all that said, the reason that Teamzy was actually created by Beachbody coaches, so it is for Beachbody coaches, which is another thing that's a little bit different. People have used, I don't know if you've heard of tools like Asana, or that's the only one that I can think of that comes to mind that other coaches have talked about that they use. Or Streak is another one that they talked about at Coach Camp. If you were at Coach Camp, to try and help you get organized with your Streak, helps your email get organized and kind of helps you with the whole process thing. But what's different is that Teamzy was created for Beachbody coaches, which I think is pretty cool. And it was created by Beachbody coaches. They're still active coaches, and they have created Teamzy. So I think that's pretty awesome. So it's all about just really helping you organize that whole relationship marketing business that we are in, because that's what this is about. It's about building relationships with people to help them better their lives, right? That's what we're in this for. So let me share my screen. And I have not power houred yet today, so you are going to see a bunch of big fat zeros. Okay, so this is the dashboard. And I'm gonna go through and show you like what I do with Teamzy, and then I'll kind of talk about how you get it set up. But I'm not gonna I'll talk about it, but they have videos to show you how to do it. But essentially, the initial setup is exporting and importing your Facebook contacts, exporting and importing all your customers and your all your customers and your coaches from your back office. Those are the only things you have to do, and you're ready to go. They do talk about, which I'll talk about here a little bit, is they talk about going through everybody and ranking them. I'm kind of ranking as I go, so you'll see what I mean when I talk about it. So you see prospects, and if any of you are in the Goal Getters accountability group, you've probably noticed that lately my check-in posts have said connected with such and such prospects, connected with so and so, you know, so many customers, connected with so many coaches. Obviously that language is coming from this. So just an FYI, I guess. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out. Okay, trying to move you guys up. There we go, out of my way. Okay, so I have imported all my Facebook contacts, and that's who my prospects are. Now, some of these people you'll see, I'll tell you when I get to them, that they're already coaches or already customers, so I will switch them when I get to them. Now, that's something that Teamzy kind of suggests that you do right away, but I felt like that was going to take way too much time to go through my almost 3,000 Facebook friends, so almost 3,000 prospects here. So instead, I'm kind of doing it as I go. So Jen Fernandez is somebody that I can go connect with. So I don't connect with her from here. I'm going to go over to Facebook and I'm going to search for her page. And this is just, I'm making a connection. I have not talked to her in quite a while. I am going to say something about, I'm going to message her about her tattoo, because that was the first thing I saw. That's something that I am like, you know, that I have in common with her. So it's something I can message her about. And I'm just going to say, hey, Jen, how are you doing? I saw that you got a tattoo tonight. How awesome. What did you get? Simple, just connecting. I'm keeping it short, sweet. I'm just connecting with her, okay? So then I go back to Teamzy. Actually, I'm gonna open that back up. Now, sometimes I haven't been always copying and pasting these in here, but I probably should be. So then I go to connect, and it says connect or select the type. So I'm gonna select Facebook message, and I'm gonna log my message here. The reason to log the message here is because then it'll, in your activity feed, all of those messages will come up. You don't have to go back and forth to Facebook. You can see everything that you've sent this person. So if you forget what you've sent them, you know, you can go into Facebook, but right here it's quick and easy to find that. And I just say complete, and I'm done. And you'll now see that my dashboard has gone from 7 to 6. Now, these numbers came from, so I have 7 prospects, 4 customers, 3 coaches, invite 3 and add 3 a day. Those numbers came from what I set as a goal, a monetary goal. And then based on that, it kind of breaks it down to how much you should be doing a day, which is really cool. And Teamzy walks you through that step. So you don't even have to like think about it, okay? Now this next one, Lindsay is a coach. So I'm gonna go and I'm gonna move her. So I'm gonna click on details. I'm gonna scroll down and go to contact. And I'm just gonna switch her from prospect to coach. And then what's even cooler is you select a coach type. So she's just a fellow team coach. She's not in my downline. She's not a personally sponsored. She's actually one of Christina Solon's personally sponsored. And then that's all I have to do. I don't have to do anything. I could connect with her right now if I wanted to, but I'm focusing just on prospects right now. I kind of do them in buckets. You can do it how you want. Now these stars are ranks. So essentially, if you give someone a 5-star, that's somebody that you want to talk to all the time. It's someone that you're going to talk to once a month at least, if not more. They're going to show up in your list once a month if you give them 5 stars. If you give them 4 stars, it's going to be every other month. 3 stars is every 90 days or so. 4 stars is every like 4 months or so, 4 to 6, let's say. If you give somebody 1 star, that means they're not really going to show up. It's not somebody that you are really looking to connect with. A lot of guys, this is just personally for me, like I just don't connect with, so I give a lot of them 1 stars. That's just me. But so I might switch somebody, we'll see when I get back to. So I'm gonna go back to my dashboard, and Heather is the next one. So again, I'm gonna go over to Heather. Now I've talked to her before. I know she just got a new job. So we went to high school together. So I can even see like, oh, what was the last thing we talked about? She was in Italy. Have an awesome trip. Message me when you get back. That was November. Haven't talked to her in a while, right? Because I didn't have a system of keeping up with people. This is now going to help me keep up with people more often. How are you? I saw you got a new job. How is it going? Simple messages, guys, just to start that conversation. I haven't done any invites yet. I don't even know if I have any invites to do tonight. We'll see. Okay, then I go again, Facebook message. I always forget to copy it, so many times I don't, and I probably should just to keep it consistent. Now follow up. Now if I think that I need, this is one thing, I was leaving them all as default, and then I didn't know what default was, and I haven't gotten anything that's telling me, ooh, follow up with this person. So I'm going to give her a follow-up of 2 days so that if she doesn't respond, then it's going to ping me and say, you know, follow up with this person, right? Now, Jen is a customer, so I'm going to go to details. I'm going to change her to a customer. I'm going to go back to my dashboard. I'm not going to go through all my prospects right now with you, but I think you get the point of prospects. Now, I wish I had someone to invite there. I could invite. All right, I'm gonna go over to customers. So now here, I'm gonna go to customers. I know I recently reached out to some of these. So I'm gonna skip a couple of these just because I know I've recently talked to them. So I'm just gonna go to Emily. And again, sometimes it depends what I'm checking in with them. Like I know Emily was just in Seattle with her boyfriend. And so I'm just going to connect with her on that. Whoa. And not worry about I'm not going to talk about a program or Shakeology or anything. Sometimes I do. It just kind of depends on the relationship with the person and where I know that they are, or if I know where they are with their fitness program or their Shakeology order. This would be a good time to go in and double check it. You know, is this person still drinking Shakeology? If not, this would be a good time to connect with them about that. So I'm just going to connect with her about Seattle. Okay, simple. So then I come here.
I remember.
Do you?
From my first group.
Connect. Done. Okay, so I'm done with her. Then same thing with coaches. Oh gosh. I am going to connect with Sierra. And I know that Sierra is, what's her last name? Gonzalez. She is one of, I don't even know if this is her. That's not her. Is Tara on here? Maybe she's not even on Facebook anymore. So maybe I'm not going to connect with Sierra. I could go and email her. But right now, so like here's a prime example. This Gina, no idea who she is, never have heard that name in my life. So I'm going to go to my back office and I'm going to go to my downline and go to coach search. Now some of you may not be to this point yet where you don't know people in your downline, and trust me, I know, because I was there and I was like, that's never going to happen. I'm always going to know everybody. You won't, because it's like she could be a few people deep and I have no idea. So I'm looking in my downline and hopefully I can find her on Facebook. Many times we're not even, sometimes I'm not even friends with these people on Facebook. So, okay, she's one of Kelly's coaches. She might just be a discount coach. Very possible. So, but I do like to send a little message. See if I can find her. Oh, I think I know who it is. No, I don't know if I'm going to find her. See, this is not working well. Good, guys. L-A-T. Because some people, if they're not, yeah, they don't have their real name on Facebook, I can't find them. If they don't friend request me. How about Carrie Shefke? Who's that? Anyone know? I feel like I've recently heard that name, like it's a new one. Oh, that's a Kelly too. Let's see if we can find her. Yeah. So I, like, for someone like this, I think she's a fairly new, and she's obviously related to Kelly. So I'm not, obviously, I'm just connecting to say, hey, just so you know who I am, if you ever need anything, are you a part of a challenge? You know, if it's somebody who, sometimes I look and I see like that I know their upline is not active, I'll just say, hey, you know, are you part of a challenge group right now? You know, I'm here to support you with whatever you need. So I'm just going to say, hi, Carrie. I know we don't really know each other, but I wanted to reach out and introduce myself. I am your star up. And many times I just like let them know, like, hey, I'm here to support you if you need anything, right? So again, I'm going to come over here. I'm not pasting her message in, and I'm done. Okay, I do need to do an invite, but so let me go back. Actually, I think I have some follow-ups. Okay, so I have a couple follow-ups here that I've been talking with. So my follow-ups, can you guys see that? Okay, because it's blocked by me, but it looks like you guys can see, right? So follow-ups, then it'll show me everyone that I marked, like, hey, follow up with this person. I've already invited all of these, but I'll show you how to invite. So say Karen, I'm going to go back and see, I don't remember what our last, see, this is where it would be good to have my message there because I don't remember what I last sent. So have you heard of the 21-day fix? So we've been talking back and forth about, you know, what's harder, nutrition, fitness, just kind of going through a consultation. And I asked her, what does a day of eating look like for you? So this was Sunday morning or Saturday night, maybe I sent it. So I could just send a follow-up message here. Hey, Gina, happy Monday. Gina, whoa. Hi, Karen, happy Monday. I know. How was your weekend? And this is just going to get her to probably see that other message again, right? But just so you can see what you do when you have an invite is same thing. You do select type and you say Facebook message, but then you click this button that says invite, and then you select the type and say, oh, did you invite them to a free group, a challenge group, or the business opportunity? So I can say I invited her to a challenge group, complete. So now it marks that I added an invite. Now, new contacts. So there's a few different ways when you're adding a new contact. So right here it says add contact. So anytime I add a Facebook friend, I add that contact. Any free lead I get, I add that contact. Even I was thinking today on my drive home, like even somebody that I meet in person, maybe, right? That maybe I'm not friends with on Facebook, I can add that contact. They're going to come up in my prospects, and maybe I have their phone number, their email, but we're not friends on Facebook. Those are still contacts. You need to remember those. And without this system, I many times would forget about that, right? Or I didn't really have a good list that I was working from. So this has really helped. Now, one thing that I normally do is at this point, I'm going to Facebook. I'm looking for new people to add. I know that I've already added people this morning. I try not to do that in case I forget, but I'm going to go to my friends and see if, like this guy, he added me. I don't know who that is, but I'm going to add him. Huh?
Thinks you're hot.
Maybe. Rob. Carly said he thinks you're hot, in case you didn't hear her, everybody. Probably. I mean, duh. Best sector. So he's a prospect. So I leave him as a prospect, and I click add. Yep, there he is. I could say, okay, I only want to talk to him every 4 months or something. I can change my ranking right there. I traditionally have been leaving most people at a 3-star. I haven't been using the ranking too much. I probably should pay attention, and maybe as I go, I'll pay attention to it a little bit more as I see people popping up or not popping up that I'm like, they should be. You know, if I'm finding myself searching for somebody a lot, then they probably need to be in my 1 or 5-star or 4-star group. So kind of ranking is there. And then you can keep notes. You can create groups. And then so you know which group they're in. I have not done that yet. I think that's new. But adding contacts is super easy. Again, add contact, choose whether they're a prospect, a customer, or a coach, add their name. I usually am just adding their name, but if you have their email address, like on a free lead or something, or their phone number, add it in there. So why not have it all in one place, right? So those are the basics on like the dashboard itself. And then it tells you, oh, you're 36% complete, making good progress. And then it gives you like a total connects, how many follow-ups you did. You can edit your daily goals. You can see your activity history, which I don't think I've even looked at this yet. Let's see. Or not. It seems really slow. Okay. So this is like, kind of gives you some stats. You can see like what you've done every day, which is awesome. You can filter it. You can export it. You can see, you can keep track of sales in here. I haven't quite been doing that yet, but you can see like my numbers have been going up, but because I just started. These stats will, obviously change. These are monthly. So since I just started, but you can see it obviously went up because it was the first month I was using it. So you'll be able to see kind of your stats along the way, how many total customers I've connected with and personally sponsored coaches, or how many total customers I have, how many personally sponsored coaches I have, all of that. So it's pretty cool. There's also under promote, they have like little note examples, like checking in on a prospect. Gives you like a little example of, hey, John, just checking in as I told you I would. I have a new challenge group starting. Interested in more info? So it just gives you, if you're like, I don't know what to say, my brain can't think right now, I can't words today. It gives you little examples, at least to get you thinking on connects, just high touches, recommendations. You can also, I think, create your own templates as well. If I go to my templates, can I create? I'm not really sure. Oh, here. So you can draft an email, a message, or dialogue and save it as a template. So that's probably something that I need to do because we have a lot of like different scripts and stuff that we use, right? And that to have it kind of all in one place would be pretty awesome. And then under the university is kind of like their help section and their like blog and FAQ and all of that. Although it always brings you out and you have to go back in. Then it has, and it always signs you out, which is good, I guess, but it's annoying. It has the 4 dailies, so your social posts. So there's your attract, I said, remember? So here's your attract, your connect, and your invites are right here. Your personal development, there's vital behavior number 3, I think it is, whatever number it is. Workout and shake, there's your product of the product. The only thing that is not included, and maybe it's something that they're changing, although connecting with your coaches could be the recognize, right? So all of your vital behaviors are kind of right here in this system, which is awesome. It has you create a why. It has you answer a bunch of questions when you first sign up, which is really cool. You can like keep track of your rank as you're going through, all of that. It's seriously, it's been so helpful to just feel like I feel organized. I feel like I can literally just come here and be like, all right, today I'm going to connect with Rachel and Billy and blah, blah, blah. And I don't have to think about it. I don't have to be like, okay, scroll through Facebook. Who am I going to find to talk to today? Because I don't have the time to do that with my schedule. So it's just really nice to be able to just come here and be like, all right, I'm going to send Rachel a message. Teamzy told me to do it, so I got to do it, right? So it's been just really, really helpful for me. And to, like, this is a guy, for example, that I probably would not connect with. So this is where, just because I know him, and that should not be an excuse. So maybe don't use me as an example, but for me, I don't connect with guys as well. So I'm going to change him to a 1-star so he does not show up. But like Jerry, I would connect with. So it's not always the case for me, but you'll feel comfortable. You know, it's no different than who you were going to connect with anyways, but it might just not be in the same time frame or comfortability as you would be if you weren't using this system. To set it up, what's awesome, I'm going to go to the setup wizard to show you. So the setup wizard kind of literally walks you through it all. Like set an income goal, and from your income goal, that's how it tells you how many prospects, customers, and coaches and invites and ads to do a day. From the income goal you have for a year from now. Create a powerful why. It actually walks you through some questions to help you create that powerful why that shows up on your dashboard every day. And then you import your contacts, and they walk you through that step by step. They have a video that shows you how to export your Facebook contacts, how to import it into here. They have a video that shows you how to export your customer contacts and how to import it in here. How to export your coach contacts, how to import it in here. So they really literally walk you through it. You don't have to do it. You're not alone. And now I've gone through it. Lindsay's gone through it as well. So both of us are working through Teamzy now. So you can ask either one of us when you get it set up. Now, Teamzy is free for the first 30 days. And then Lindsay told me about this, and I did not know that. So Shape Up with Allison. So Allison Thornton's team, she was like one of the first ones on our team, I guess, using it. And she actually had the creator of Teamzy on her team call a couple weeks ago, or it was 2 weeks ago when we had our team call. It was at the same time as our team call. And I guess she was doing a promo, if you watched her video, that if you use Shape Up with Allison, you get a discount, I guess. So let's see if I can get back. So, but you start the trial. So I just got a note this when I logged in today that my trial is about to expire. So let me see if I can see, because I don't even remember how much it was. I just love it. So I know I'm going to pay for it because I know it's going to be helpful for me. I wonder if it's under settings. Yeah. Account. Billing. Okay, so select a plan. So there's, I think with I'll get the exact, I think it's Shape Up with Allison. I think it's her whole email though. I think it might be shapeupwithallison@gmail.com, but I'll find out for sure and put that in the team page. So you can either pay the $300 a year or the $29.99 a month. And, oh, that's what, so yeah, it would be her email, I think. Shape Up with shapeupwithallison@gmail.com. Submit that referral, and I think that's, let me clarify. So, but I really think this would be worth it. And remember that everything is a write-off as well. At least do the 30 days, see how you like it. If this was helpful for you, and I hope it was. I'm gonna open it up for questions in a second once I figure out what to do here. I may have to share my screen again if people have questions. Okay. Does anyone have questions about Teamzy?
I do.
Or comments, or how do you like it? Is that Jenny?
Yes. Now I'm dark again. You don't use Google Drive anymore?
No.
Okay.
Never really did very well. So, but no, I don't have a Google Drive list anymore that I work from. And neither does Lindsay. I think I can speak for her with that. I'll be honest, the first couple days was like, I don't know about this. And we were out yesterday and she was like, okay, you're right. Teamzy's pretty awesome. I don't have to think. And I'm like, yeah. And it's not like you can't go into Teamzy and search for somebody. So if you are connecting with someone for another reason and they're not in your list today, doesn't mean you can't talk to them, right? But this will help you to kind of keep track of who you are connecting with. So I would suggest that even if you are connecting with them and they're not in your list for the day, that you still kind of come in here and say, I connected with so-and-so, so that it keeps track of who you're connecting with and how often you're connecting with them.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Who else? What else? Ask away.
It just looks like something that I really want to get in, because like when you were talking about how like you're an organized person, but then you have like this binder and this list and this over here, I was like, oh my God, she's me. Because I'm super organized and I have like a binder with page protectors and I have all these lists everywhere and I'm like, okay, now what?
I have this binder and I have this notebook and I have my chalkboard with my friends and I have all these things, and I still was like, but I don't know who to talk to every day, and I just still feel like everywhere. I seriously feel like I can come home from work, because I work all day and then I come home and I work my business. I can literally come home from work and I feel like I can get my power hour done really quick if I needed to. I don't have to, spend a ton of time. I can literally just get it done. And another thing I'm going to say, and I've said this a million times because I was a new coach once, do not respond to people right away. I know it's so easy because you're so excited, they're so excited, but you're not always going to be able to keep up with that. Don't be afraid to not respond to people right away, especially on Facebook Messenger. If you remember when Facebook Messenger came out, it was like chat. So everyone, like, you would look at the side, or at least I did, and I would look to see if somebody was on, and I wouldn't message them unless they were on, because I just thought that was the only way you could use that system. I think actually that might have been the only way you could use it at first. I can't remember. And I think there may be some people out there that still look at it that way, but I don't look at it that way. I look at it like email. And for me, email, I respond to it when I respond to it. I don't get Facebook message notifications to my phone anymore. I check it when it's time for me to work and time for me to check it. So I know it's really easy to want to quickly respond to somebody, but you're not always going to be able to do that. So I would just challenge you to go down and work during your business hours only. It's really key to just keep that time with your family, or if you're at work, or whatever, just to keep those times separate, because I've learned firsthand that I felt like I was constantly connected, and it was just hurting me emotionally and with friendships and things. So I've really I think I've done a good job lately of disconnecting and turning all my notifications off, and I seriously feel so much calmer and in control. So I challenge all of you to turn notifications off and really stick to business time as much as possible. because it's easy to get sucked in. We all know. Also, along with that is I have Kill My Newsfeed on my Facebook on my computer. So you can't even see. I will share my screen again because Carly was like, wait, what? How? So it's a Facebook, there's a Chrome extension called Kill My Newsfeed. So on Facebook, if I'm on the regular feed, I don't have a news feed. I don't have one there. It's not even possible. It's gone. So I work from my groups and my lists. So my top 10 coaches list that I have on my chalkboard, these are the 10 people that I've been kind of chatting with about coaching, wanting them to eventually sign up, or maybe I haven't chatted with them yet, but I will be. So this is all of their posts. I see all of them, not just maybe if they show up in my news feed. So then I can say, oh yeah, this was one of my days. Oh yeah, it was a day for me too.
Whoa.
I will show you. Lots of prayers, girlfriend. Okay, so then, we've been in contact a lot, Heather and I, but just supporting, and that's a constant connection with those people too. So Carly asked how to create a list. So for those of you that don't know how to create a list, so over on the left, you have everything up top, and then you have pages, groups, and then you have friends. When you scroll over friends, you click on more, and then you can create a list. And then you just name it. So I could have a list of, say, Carly's coaches, and then I can add some of those coaches in there, for example. So I can stay connected with those. So now when I go, this is Carly's coaches, now I see all of Kristen's posts, Katie's posts, Kristen, even what Kristen posted to different groups, so I can see everything that these people have done. I can also, I have not done this, but you can also post, not sure how this works. We might need to do a test as a team, guys. Like, does this make me, like if I post just to this list, I want to know, do I show up like more often? Is my affinity higher in this list because I posted to it? Are they definitely going to see it, or do they have a higher chance of seeing my post or not? Or does it really matter? I'm not sure. Seems to me that it should, but I don't know. I haven't really tested that out yet. It's been more for me to kind of stay on top of, stay connected with people, liking their posts, commenting on their posts, because then when I go to message them, it's not as much of a, who's this? I haven't talked to her or heard from her in a while, right? You've kind of stayed connected with those people. I have like a BB top 10. So literally the top 10 coaches from last year. Bonnie Engel, and because literally many times not all of their posts show up in your feed, but if you kind of want to learn from them, then you can keep track of them. So when I click on that big fat F in the top left corner to want to waste time, I can't. It's not there. The only time I can do that is on my phone. I wish they had Kill My Newsfeed on my phone. But sometimes it's, okay to do, right? We need to stay connected with other people. But, maybe I need a list for my, close friends, or, you can create lists for anybody. So I recently started doing that, and it's really just, again, helped me, to get more organized and hone in on some things. So hopefully that was another extra little tip. And then my top 10, I think I talked about this before, but my top 10 coaches and top 10 customers chalkboards. I don't know if you guys can see those. So I have a top 10 customers and a top 10 coaches. So those are the people that I've been kind of chatting with, talking with. You might have seen other coaches talk about this. I learned it from some other coach. I don't know. But then kind of as I get someone purchases a challenge pack or joins a group, I kind of cross them off and add somebody else to the list. Because again, I felt like I was all over the place connecting with too many people at once. And so this kind of helps me focus on a smaller group and closing people rather than keep inviting. So if you're feeling like you're not closing anybody, this might be something that you need to do. So, any other questions about anything, really?
I love it. Can you skip someone?
Mm-hmm.
Did I miss that?
Yeah, sorry, I did not say that, but there is an option. So Carly asked, can you skip someone? So they have the option of skip a week. So we put in there. So like, if I wanted to skip Rachel, I can just say skip 1 week, and she'll just pop up next week.
Got it.
So, or you can change her to say a 2-star. So you can go to details, change it to a 2-star. That she's not going to show up for a couple months. You can do that too.
Hello.
Yeah. Any other questions about Teamzy or anything else I shared or anything in general?
Yes.
Still, I mean, we're a little early. I mean, we normally go an hour, so it's 10 to, although I know some of you Diamond, excuse me, the carbonated LaCroix is making me burp. I know some of you Diamond pushers have been on a call for almost 2 hours now, so I get it if you want to get off the phone or get off the screen here. But does anyone have questions about anything else for the good of the cause? I'm sure everybody could, help to learn from anything that you have a question about. I can't believe it's the end of the month already. What? Crazy. Where's everyone with Success Club?
I think I'm at 4 now. I just signed up a discount coach today.
Yay.
7.
Good. I have a really big number this month, and I don't know where it came from, to be honest. I'm at 17. Not sure how that happened, to be honest, but I think it's Teamzy, guys. It's got to be.
I'm at 0 with this big sad face.
It happens. It's okay.
It's 0. But hers got right there.
Is that Carissa's little one? Oh, she just moved.
Me too.
I don't know who it is. So cute.
Hi.
Who is it? It is Chris, right?
That's mine.
Hi. All the little kids always like to say hi. So if you have kids, let them join us. It's all good.
Hi.
No questions? You guys are
I
good?
love it. I'm excited.
Good.
I can't vote.
I don't
Hi.
hear Carly, but she's excited. Because we have her on, no, you're not on mute though. They should be able to hear you.
You guys hear me?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
things are silly.
Hello.
No questions. All right.
Let's take a pic.
Yeah, can we take a picture?
I'm going to take a picture. You see it? There.
Hello.
Okay, I'm coming over.
That light's down. Okay. All right, ready? 1, 2.
Smile.
Yeah. Aw, I know. All right, guys. Well, kick butt. We have, I don't know, what's the date? The 25th.
5th.
So you've got 5 days. It can happen if you are in the Success Club yet. You still have time. Connect with people. Start your trial. Let me know if you got started. If you have questions about Teamzy, I am happy to help. Again, it really walks you through it step by step, but if you need anything and once you get in there, you're kind of confused, let me know. I'm happy to help. All right. Awesome.
Amanda.
Love you guys. Have an awesome night.
Thank you.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.